All right, just a quick, just want to give a shout out to our fans and our administration. Michael, texted me after the game. This season here, we had the largest attendance, average attendance, I should say, for our home games since 2014. So, really appreciative of Jeff and Courtney and Mike for just the game day experience that they've put on and the way they've been, enhanced our stadium, but also just the communities of Somerville and Goose Creek and Hanahan and just the community days that we were able to do here, having folks come out and support our team. Everybody from people making hot dogs to people running the doggone inflatables and everything in between, taking tickets, and just making this a welcoming environment, a family-friendly environment. And a big shout out to our students and to Dr. Faulkner for just the emphasis that he's putting on. I think athletics just taking it to another level, and our students and the passion that they've had. I even had one of our recruits, who was at the game after the game. Their parent came up to me and said, "Man, you got really loyal fans, and this is an awesome environment." So, really appreciative of that, and the folks coming out and watching our team. I'm appreciative to our coaches for just the effort that they've put in to kind of, make this a more South Carolina, friendly roster, and having, anytime we have good players from this state, we know that, that's usually likes on Twitter, that's usually butts in seats, and hopefully good for the news media. People to cover with interesting stories, and we want to be representative of that. I think that's what makes college football so unique and passionate, is being able to see a kid go from a local school to a place like Charleston Southern and go chase their dreams of playing college football.
As you guys reach these final two games, how much does your focus shift? I guess not away from winning games, but toward kind of looking towards the future and trying to get some younger guys in there to see what they might be able to offer next year.
Yeah, I really think it hasn't shifted for us, to be honest with you. We're really focused on trying to take these next 5 days and give everything we have to Eastern Illinois, and trying to get ourselves in the right column. Two very similar teams, I think, that are kind of probably frustrated with the year that they've had, and so we're excited to make the trip to Charleston, Illinois. A little bit different weather out there, but I think we've got a really good group of seniors that we owe to finish strong, and we're obviously want to see our the rest of our team grow and mature and compete in the right way, and learn how to win tight ball games in the fourth quarter that are within a score. We've lost 5 games that were a touchdown or less, really 5 points or less, and we've done things along the way to. I think I said this earlier that we've hit our own femoral artery several times, and we got to eliminate those things. Red zone turnovers, penalties on third downs that extend drives, just to name 2 specific ones. So we want to see that, and then we'll worry about the next game when Sunday gets here.
How tough is it to keep a team at this point of the season focused on the game ahead and keep them engaged in getting ready for a game when they've had such a snake-bitten season as you guys have had?
Sure. I've been really impressed. Young people are resilient, but I think young people that really love each other they are committed. And so I really thought we had great meetings yesterday. I think they've got a good dissatisfied look in their eye. We're all clearly frustrated and flustered, but thankful at the same time for the ability to go out and compete again, and just trying to be thankful and joyous for what God's trying to teach us. And I think, I'm learning a lot, and there's a lot of lessons that I feel like I've learned in my life. I don't want to learn them again, but I am. So we're going to give there's a great Brandon Lake song that says, we're going to give a really heartfelt hallelujah about this season, and we're going to keep that attitude as we go forward.
Coach, the development of players is so important, not just the ones between 22 that you're putting on the field, or the 30 that are playing a lot, or whatever. But are you seeing development with some of the young guys that are redshirting, that are going to play, their focus, their intensity in practices this late in the year? Or are you pleased with, I guess they'd be scout team guys, I don't know. But are you pleased with what you're seeing on those guys?
Maybe I can give you just two good examples. And these guys are guys that are playing for us now, but they're freshmen. Dylan Manuel and Mylan Bowen, they're freshman D linemen. Man, Dylan Manuel really played well against UT Martin. He was, knocking them back. He was getting off of blocks. He was making plays. And so, the first probably half dozen, games of the season, he probably played, maybe 6 snaps a game. Well, Saturday he played 25. Mylan Bowen has, he played even less for longer. And then all of a sudden on Saturday he's playing, 15, 18 snaps and making a couple plays, And so, those are the things I think that are tremendously encouraging to me. As far as the guys that are, redshirting and we're continuing to scrimmage every week here, but because they need that, they want to play football, and so I think there's some good young players that are haven't maybe gotten their opportunity yet, but Sean Cunningham being one, from the upstate. I mean, we can't guard that guy. I mean, he gives us a great look every single week. Jared Eccles, a freshman quarterback, I think continues to impress us and get better. And Sean's played in his max number of games. He played in 4 games earlier. We just made the decision to redshirt him. So, we'll see. You probably will see Justin Joe this week from South Florence. Just based off of our depth and things. And so, Justin's been on a state championship team, played offensive line, and it's we're banged up and it's his time. So, I'm very pleased with our young guys and what they're doing.
What do you see with what's the scouting report on EIU?
Well, I think experienced quarterback. The Holly kid is they've thrown it around. The freshman player of the year or freshman newcomer of the year last year is a tailback, MJ Flowers. They've got some tools and they've got some weapons. And they've got an older defensive front. Again, they have 40 linemen, up front that are all seniors. So, to me, it's more about probably our team overcoming our own stuff right now, right, and our own mindset. And I would say they probably feel the same thing because 2 teams with records that they're not happy with, and this is probably be the most hard-fought game of the whole entire season, just because both of these teams are really hungry to get this taste out of their mouth. There's only one way to do that, that's to win.
We talked a little bit about the 0-11 season that you were here with Coach
Sure.
Mills. Any comparisons or parallels or lessons that you learned from going through that has helped you with this team, struggling?
Well, I think some of it, both teams, banged up. Both teams, kind of got in their own way a little bit on some things. But the thing I've seen from this team is there's a bondedness, there's an enjoyment they have being around each other that I think is the thing that is the most important thing. That has been the I don't know if the difference, because it is a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that 2011 team was close as well. But the thing I guess I've been the most proud of this team is, hey, their ability to fight. We've been in so many close games, and we haven't pushed it over the edge yet. I don't remember being in as many close games. I'd have to go back and look at the scores at that time. That felt overwhelming. This has just felt like just out of our reach.
That's good.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it.